Mad Max, INXS, AC/DC, Nick Cave, koalas. What do these things all have in common? That's right, they're all exports from a lovely land down under, a lush and lively land that seems to lavish upon me some of my favorite little gold nuggets of entertainment, with a consistency heretofore unmatched by the rest of the Commonwealth. It is true that merry old England produces content I like in the highest volume, but pound for pound, it's the land of plenty that seems to supply me with a steady stream of underrated stuff that I love. Last week, I covered another TV show in a video essay, and that video was, of course, mired in negativity. I mean, look at the fucking title. In that video, I took some wild and wacky swings at what I believe to be some serious shortcomings in the character writing in Yellowstone. So, in the spirit of yin and yang and to cleanse my palate from the truly distasteful experience it was to revisit that garbage, let's talk about a show that zags its way to greatness while Yellowstone zigs its way off a fucking cliff. I'm truly happy to be covering this show, not only because it's Yellowstone's polar opposite in writing quality, but it's also basically Yellowstone's polar opposite in popularity as well. Criminally underrated, which I guess makes sense because Australia is where we send all the criminals, but although you may have seen some clips of this spookily smiling Australian man making the rounds on Instagram, you probably have no idea what the show is even about.
I can help you there.
Ray Shoesmith is a hitman, living a mostly normal life which we follow throughout the series. Simple, right? To be quite frank, yes. It's a very simple show. It's essentially a slice of life drama as we follow this seemingly normal bloke. He has friend drama, attempts to find love, raises his daughter, deals with personal issues, and kills people. Slice of life is hardly a new concept for a show. Even the strange marriage of banality and moonlit hitman escapades is something other projects have done, like Grosse Pointe Blank or more recently Barry, both of which you should check out, by the way. But what makes this show so special, in my opinion, is its realism. The realism in the dialogue writing allows us to immerse ourselves in the banal conversations because they feel like they're happening in our living room. The realism of the characterization is what allows us to empathize with Ray through his struggles and cheer when he shows moments of genuine humanity. It's also what breaks our hearts when he takes a life just when we thought he was turning a corner. The realism of the violence is harrowing and juxtaposes the lightheartedness of the show's frequent humor perfectly. These are honestly some of the best action scenes I've ever seen in a television show, so watch it for that reason alone, I say. You may initially delve into Mr. Inbetween for the humor, or perhaps for the verbal standoffs Ray has with the other characters, or for that smile. That damn smile. But you'll fall in love with Mr. Inbetween after witnessing some of its genuinely touching moments. I can't remember the last time a TV show made me emotional, but I'm not gonna lie, I was tearing up at the last episode of season 2. These moments are impossible to talk about without giving context that dips heavily into the sea of spoilers, so you just need to take my word for it because I am not spoiling this show for you. Mr. Inbetween has some scenes and even entire episodes that will pull at your very heartstrings, make you think, and even make you cry. When these moments come, the results are incredibly potent. Despite the fact that they occur in the life of someone with a very unusual occupation, they still feel like real things happening to real people and thus land all the better. It's hilarious, harrowing, thought-provoking, and will hit you right where you live. It only went for 3 seasons, and while the ending does leave some plot avenues unexplored, the razor-sharp writing, excellent production quality, and fantastic performances made it so I was not upset at all. This is the rare case of a show that ended while it was absolutely in its stride, leaving the audience wanting more, and I can't help but respect the hell out of Scott Ryan for that. And by the way, this show has maybe the most fitting final scene for any show I've ever watched. It's honestly right up there with Justified's ending scene for me. All of this to say that you should go watch it. Episodes are 20 to 30 minutes each, and there are only 26 episodes across the entire 3 seasons. And don't give me no guff about, that sounds like a lot. I know some of you motherfuckers are on your 560th viewing of The Office, or Friends, or Grey's Anatomy, and they all have infinity episodes each, so I don't want to hear it, okay? You do have the time, so go check this out. But Braden, what if I don't check it out? What if I skip this because it's not popular? What will happen? Well,
you really want to find it?